Hello guys, it is the Gaming Weasel back again with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my part 2 of my Warframe beginner tips and tricks video, starting from a new account. And in the gameplay in the background I'm going to be defeating a war and unlocking some cool stuff. Now, considering we're going to be unlocking the star chart, we're going to be talking about the star chart, mission types, and of course we're going to be talking about the junctions as well. We're going to be talking about mastery ranking a little bit of modding, because you will unlock some cool mods and other things that I prefer you do. So, starting off with the star chart, you're going to start off on Earth, and you're going to be able to move on to Venus and Mars, or not Venus and Mars, Venus and Mercury, and then, you know, onto Mars, and then Phobos, and then other planets, and so on and so forth. So, my personal recommendation, and the way I did it, is to go first on Mars, then complete the Mars junction, then complete the Mercury junction. So go from, sorry, not to Mars, but to Venus, and then to Mercury. And then once you're done with that, I would prefer, because on Venus you can unlock Rhino, which is going to be a really nice frame for you. I'm going to be talking about Rhino in just a second. And then on Mercury you're going to get some resources that you're going to need as well. And of course completing the junction is going to be very good, because you're going to get some mods, some quests, and so on. Now once you're finished with that, do the Mars junction, and then do the Phobos junction, and or I actually forgot what was the next planet, but then do the next planet junction as well. Now junctions are sort of like bridges to other planets. You will get around 1000 master rank points with each one that you complete, which is really good. And of course, as I said in my last video, by completing star chart missions as well, you will also gain master rank XP. Now, what I personally did is I rushed to get on Mercury and Venus, and then I rushed to get to Mars, then Phobos, and then I'm currently on Jupiter at the day of recording this video. That is going to be very nice, because you're going to unlock materials so you can craft Rhino himself, which is going to be very good for you guys, because as I said, Rhino is a very good frame. Now, Rhino is a very good frame in a couple of ways. He can buff his allies, buff the damage of his weapons, and of course his teammates' weapons. And of course he can create something called an Iron Skin, which neutralizes all incoming damage for a certain amount of time, depending on how much armor that you actually have built up. And also he has Rhino Stomp, which is a good AoE sort of ability. And his first Rhino charge is not that really useful, but his other three, as I said, are pretty cool. So you can farm the Jackal on there, and you're gonna get pretty decent loot as well from the Jackal. You can get the Stolpa blueprint and the Stropha blueprint, I can't speak, blueprint, which are pretty good weapons even further down the line, so that's really cool. So that is mostly about Rhino, and the way that I prefer you complete the star chart and go through it, I guess, at the beginning. Now let's talk about the mission types. I already told you endless missions and standard missions. Oh, actually I didn't. Sorry, that was my other recording. Endless missions are going to be missions such as defection, defense, excavation, interception, survival. Now these missions are gonna last you forever. You can play them endlessly. The only problem is, and the only reason I don't recommend you do that is, for example, you will get level enemies, let's say 50, which is pretty high at low level, really high at low level, and then it's gonna take you like 5 centuries to kill the enemies, and yet you're not getting any better rewards, and that's a bit of a problem with Warframe. So there's no point in staying longer missions. Why would I play survival missions or defense mission or excavation missions? Well, actually excavation missions you need to play if you want chaotics, but that's another different story. So I would play these missions generally to get XP, because the longer you stay, the more enemies that you kill, you will get more and more XP, which is of course really good to level up your Warframes and equipment. Now, you also have, I guess, standard missions in a sense. You have assassination, capture, exterminate, spy missions, and then rescue and sabotage, for example, mobile defense, and so on. Now, you might have been introduced to some of these missions. So, for example, assassination missions by killing war, that's an assassination mission generally. You also have capture missions, and rescue missions, which I think you have been introduced to, and sabotage. I kind of forgot. I've passed that sort of like first quest point already for a couple of days now, so I kind of forgot about it. Sorry, I wasn't really concentrating, but you should have been introduced to some of those missions at the beginning. Now, in the gameplay background, I forgot to say that you're going to be seeing me probably kill war and unlock all this cool stuff that I'm talking about, so keep that in mind. One thing that I forgot to say is doing Junctions will also reward you with mods, quests, and so on and so forth. Now, quests. Should you do them? Should you rush them? Or shouldn't you? I would prefer you take your quests at a steady pace. Now, complete the quests that you need to complete to access another junction. But other than that, just take it slow. If if you don't think you have nothing to do, even at lower level, you will be. But even if you think you have nothing to do, just try it out a little bit. Try to do some quests. It's gonna be very nice. You're gonna get into the lore of Warframe. You're gonna maybe understand some stuff even better, and you're gonna unlock cool weapons, warframes, and some other cool stuff with that. I'm not sure if you actually get mastery rank by completing quests, but I'm pretty sure you do not. You just get I just get normal XP, but I'm pretty sure you do not get any mastery rank points from that. But let's move on to one junction that I had a problem with, which was the Phobos Junction. The scan that you need to scan like 7 or no, actually 3 Mars like things, cephalon, I forgot what it's called, the blue thing it's on the screen right now, you can see it. Now, the thing that I would recommend you guys do is go and play the aura capture on Mars. That's going to be really good missions to just do quickly and try to find it. Try to search every single part of the tile set and maybe find it. I completed it in like 3 or 4 missions. I couldn't really complete it in 2, but I think in 3 or 4, I'm pretty sure it's 4 missions that I completed this, so that was really cool to do. Now, should you worry about mastery rank? The mastery rank is something that honestly, I would prefer you guys just take it not slowly, but do it a little bit faster. The mastery rank test shouldn't really be that hard. You just have to kill enemies at the beginning and jump around a little bit. If you want, I can do the mastery rank test, I guess, what's it called? The tryouts, and maybe show you how it actually looks. But if you don't, you can check it out on YouTube, and it's pretty easy to check that out and just watch it on there. So yeah, mastery rank is something that I wouldn't really rush. Maybe it's mastery rank 8, because in mastery rank 8 you really get cool and nice weapons to actually play with. So mastery rank 8 should be your goal for now, and then mastery rank 12, and then 16. After 16 you don't really have to rush it anymore, because at 16 you unlocked I think 90 or I think even 100% of the stuff. No more weapons to unlock, no more mods, no more anything. And now how do you bring up your mastery rank? Leveling up warframes, weapons, sentience, necromechs, which you're gonna be getting later on, or sort of later on, I guess. Of course, upgrading your archwings, which you will be getting by completing the archwing quest. And upgrading those stuff and leveling them up to mastery rank, or sorry, not mastery rank, but max level 30 will give you more and more mastery rank. If you want to check out a detailed, I guess, mastery rank video, you can click the little thing at the top, which I forgot what it's called, the little eye, or you can just go onto my channel, and it's gonna be a couple, I think I uploaded like a week ago, so you can check it out on there as well. But for now, that is going to be mostly what I have to talk about in this video. I will be covering more stuff in part 3, so keep an eye on that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one. The Gaming Weasel over and out. Peace.